All right, so we have been on YouTube making these silly little videos for about a year and a half now, I think is what we're at. And during this time, we have run a business. When I say we, myself and my wife, we have a 5 year old at home, and we have other projects that we also want to get to, and we have a lot of that stuff coming up, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later. But I just want to kind of talk about where we've come from and what we've been doing, kind of what we have on our plate right now, and why that we're going to be taking a step back a little bit, and really what that looks like for us, for our channel, for what kind of content you're going to get out of us. But we've I'll just go back to where we really started. So a lot of you know that I've been a car dealer for 13, going on I think almost 14 years now. And it really started back when I was young. I was going to school, and my grandfather took me to an auction. Just absolutely fell in love with it. Not going to give you the whole story here. We'll do a video on that soon, hopefully. But we anyway, I started selling a lot of cars, using the internet as a big tool for what I was actually selling my cars. I found a niche to be $5,000 and under. There weren't a lot of people. Actually, back then it was like $2,500 and under, just to show you how inflation has gone over the last 13 years. But there was just not a dealer, at least in our area, that was really serving that community and wanted to be that. So that's what we did. And we went through this time frame. We're doing great, whatever. We explosive growth. We ended up buying the property that we were at, and we outgrew that property, and we started using storage lots all over the place for cars that we were buying and selling. And then eventually we moved to the lot that we're on right now, the lot that you see a lot on these videos that I make when I'm walking around my car dealership and showing you what's behind. And what we do right now is we average anywhere around probably 70 cars a month is what we buy and sell. And we during like tax time when it's really busy, we can do 120. I think the most that we've ever done is like close to like 150 in a month. But during the slow times, we'll do 50, 60, and so we'll average around that 70 to 80 cars a month. But how we got started in YouTube was I had a buddy that I was talking to about the car market one day, and he was like, "Well, nobody knows anything about this. I mean, people really should know about this." And I said, "Well, we thought about possibly doing a podcast," and he said, "Well, let's do it." And he helped me put it all together. And he actually happens to be my producer now. He helps me put a lot of these videos together. He does a lot of editing for us now. But anyway, we started out that, and he opened up a YouTube channel. We threw the podcast on, and that video, which wasn't a video, it's just an image, and had a lot of me talking on it, got no views. So we went along a little bit and didn't do much after that, and then said, "Okay, well, I've got this YouTube channel opened up. What should we do with it?" And I was like, "Okay, you know what? I can put a video out just showing people what to do, checking out cars." And so I did that. No views, and then I said, "Okay, well, you know what? Let's talk about the car market. This is what my buddy was saying that no people really know about that's out there." And so I did that, and it got no views for about 2 weeks. It might have been 3 weeks, and then all of a sudden, like overnight, and my wife is in this chat with us too today. But it went to like 0 to 80,000 views like overnight. I don't know what happened to make the YouTube algorithm, the YouTube gods, whatever, grab that video and just send it out to freaking everyone just overnight. But it went to 80,000 views. I think it's still literally on our page. I can't remember if I took it down or not, but it just ripped, and we were able to monetize off that first video, which means that we were able to start making money off of our videos, and it was just kind of full blast from there. But what happens in life, and a lot of times, especially when you're in small business, is that if you are being pulled from a bunch of different directions, if you say yes to a lot of different things, like making YouTube videos or whatever, then you have to say no to other things. And what ended up happening was that I went full force into this YouTube stuff. We figured out it was going to be a thing. We started making quite a bit of money off of it. We were able to get a lot of views on every video that we were putting out, and it became a full time job. So that meant I had to really pull myself out of my business, my car lot, quite a bit. And the reason why I was able to do that was because of the team that we have, that we've hired and put in the places that they're in. We have literally been able to run our business basically without me in the middle of it every single day like I was. And it's just like a switch flip too, where I went from four full force at the car lot to almost not at the car lot. So that was a big blessing for us, that we were able to just instantly step away, and my team just took it over, and it's like nothing even changed. I guess that means they were probably able to run it without this disaster of me in the way to begin with, and maybe even they're running it better without me messing stuff up. And my wife does not need to comment on that. But we are you even there? I'm surprised you hadn't said anything about that.
Well, you told me not to. I was leaving it at that. The team couldn't be happier to be without you on a daily basis,
Right.
most days.
Anyway, so we went through this phase of what, about a year, where I was doing almost nothing but doing these YouTubes. I was going to the auctions. I was there with Alex, and I was still buying some cars here and there, but Alex, my mechanic, really took over a majority of the buying. And I would say even right now, he buys 95, 96% of the cars that we sell on our lot. But really getting to this topic of us stepping back a little bit from YouTube. Like I was saying earlier, when you say yes to all these things, you have to say no to something. And what we're finding, I'm just going to say, I'm getting a little bit tired of the car market, getting a little bit burnt out of it, and I feel like our content's getting kind of stale. Like, our views aren't falling off at all. We're actually doing more views now than what we were just a few months ago. But I feel like I'm continuously having to do the same videos, because what's happening in the car market right now is not a whole lot of stuff. And we're seeing this constant downtrend in the car market, but that's not interesting, right? For the car prices just to grind down. Now there will be some stuff that pops up. I mean, we have a lot of stuff out of Stellantis where, okay, you're having a lot of their upper management that's dropping off, whatever. You're going to have these news stories that pop up. But there's just so many videos that I want to make, going to a Jeep Dodge Ram dealership and saying, okay, the prices are so high. They're not lowering them, but they need to. Right. And there's only so much of that you as an audience wants to see. And I know that a lot of you love the auction content, but it's tough to go to the auction week in and week out and do the same content over and over and over again, and it's getting hotter. And I don't want to get. I really love what I'm doing on YouTube at the moment, and I don't want it. It feels like I'm right on the cusp of getting to where, okay, this is a love, and then I don't want to make it feel like it's a job that I don't want to go to, because I've heard from a lot of other creators that once it passes that point of, okay, you love being creative, you love doing this stuff, you love making the videos, you love helping people out, you loved the message that your initial message of, okay, I'm a transparent car dealer, I'm trying to help you navigate the car market, I'm giving you updates on the car market, all that stuff I love, and I love the mission of that. But once it gets over that line where, okay, now I just have to put a video out Monday, I have to get a video out Friday, we have to get this edit done, we have to try to stay ahead, or we're going to be stressed out on Monday because we don't necessarily have a full video done, and I got to go outside and just think of something that maybe whatever. I just got to have to come up with something on the in that exact time frame to make this video work, and then it feels like I'm just kind of vomiting into a camera for 2 minutes just to get our time up. And I don't want it to feel like that, because I really love what we've had and what we've built with our audience, and having these live streams and being able to interact with our audience members. And I don't want to lose that. And I feel like I'm just on the cusp of it, and we have some new projects coming up, and we have potentially some different channels that we would want to start. And when I'm saying yes to all this new exciting stuff, I have to say no to something. And I feel like the stuff that I'm starting to dread a little bit is coming from our main channel, where it's just, you have to get a video out, you have to get a video out, you have to get a video out. And I want to not hate it. And we're at a period, and I've been feeling like this on and off, on and off, on and off for probably the last maybe 6 months. I know my wife has heard me go up and down, up and down, up and down about YouTube for it's probably 6 months. I would, that's what would be my guess. But I'm feeling it stronger now, because we have these newer things coming in. And I know I've kind of teased a project that we were working on last week. We're starting to buy some newer cars, some cars that are outside of our niche, some 1 to 2 year old Hondas, Toyotas, whatever, to start selling them online and be that transparent used car dealer, but with that side of the market too. We're not getting away from this $5,000 and under crowd that we like serving. I'm never going to get away from that, because that's my mission. That's how before even YouTube was even created, that's who I wanted to help. That's who I wanted to serve. And I'm never getting away from that. But I do want to try new things. I want to try a new side of the market. And with this new project, we're going to literally buy cars, tell people exactly what we have in each and every car, show them exactly what we're going to be making on it, and then show them what they're going to be paying on it, with no fees, no dock fees, no nitrogen, anything else. They're going to be able to have this kind of car, this level of car, this 1 to 2 year old to 3 year old used car, where they can know the transparency, know exactly what they're going to be paying. And I'm excited about that right now. And I think that's what the car market and what consumers are really wanting right now. And that's why channels like mine, channels like Car Edge have done so well, channels like Delivered, Tommy, who negotiates stuff. You see transparency from channels like us, and that's why they're all exploding, is because it just doesn't exist out there. And I want to really be one of the people that can change how people buy cars and how this market is. And I'm very, very excited about that, if you can't tell. But if I'm going to pursue that, then I need time. You gotta say no to something else. Another thing is we're buying a house. We're closing in two weeks, so I'm going to have that on top of everything else that we're doing. But what's more important than any of this new project I'm excited about, we would love to start a new channel or two, just to try out some different kind of content, so I can be creative in another way that doesn't involve the car market. We're thinking about maybe small business, something like whatever. We want to give myself time to be able to be creative in another avenue. And if we're doing that, we got to take time from somewhere else. But above all of this, the most important thing is that I have to make sure that I have time with my son. And that's not a sacrifice that I want to make. And we've done really, really, really good with that over the last year, where we haven't had to sacrifice any time with our son because of our work. But what I'm particularly scared of is adding something new, and then adding on a move, and then adding on, okay, there's going to be new problems with new projects, there's going to be new creative things, and if I'm taking on that stuff, my son's time is not going to get sacrificed, and I'm not willing to do that. So we're going to go ahead and get ahead of this, so we don't lose sight, because I can get very laser focused on something that I'm doing, and I cannot be aware. I know it's one of my weaknesses, where if I'm laser focused on something, I can lose awareness from every other aspect of what's going on, because I just need to get this one thing done. And if I get into this project where I'm changing the way that people buy cars and it becomes successful and it works, then I know that I'm going to just run with my head down, and I want to make sure that I'm not losing sight of the things that really matter. Um, okay, so we can answer some questions. Did I talk about that enough, baby? That
You
we
missed a really major point, I think, that people are gonna
what
wanna
did I
know.
miss? What did I
You
miss?
said you're, stepping back, but you didn't say what that means. So, I
Got it.
need to know. Here's the question. I should have typed it so it can go up on the screen, and I did not. But how will we know when it's over? That's what I wanna know.
The stepping back part when it's over.
No. I mean the over, thumbnails is what I'm talking about.
The over thumbnails are not done because you guys
It's not
click on
done.
them. Yeah. So okay, we'll go to the thumbnails real quick because you give me a lot of comments about this. So on every one of the videos that we make 3 different thumbnails. And one of them will say it's over. I mean, we'll have one that says it's done, and then we'll have a more muted thumbnail a lot of times. And the it's over or it's done thumbnail, whatever, it always smashes the other thumbnail. So literally you are choosing the thumbnail that we put out. We try to do some more muted thumbnails, but guess what? You don't like those thumbnails. So I'm giving you, the audience, exactly what you want. And you want it's done and it's over. And I don't want to make those thumbnails. I want to stop making those thumbnails, but that's what you want. So that's what I'm here to help and please my audience. And that is why you see that over and over and over and over and over again. And I come from business. I don't come from a creative background. So in my business background, we do marketing and we do what works and we do it over and over and over again. And when it stops working, guess what? We pivot and we do something different. But so I see titles and I see thumbnails as marketing, and I am going to give my customer exactly what they want. And when you click on that, that's telling me that's exactly what you want. So
Just a little bit more on that. No, he's not blaming each of you as an individual, and he
I am.
forgets that it can seem that way. But as an overall group, that's typically what people click on, and that's, like, we literally know that. We don't think that. We test that and try to get the more positive and the less it's done and it's over thumbnails, out there. But when we put it as an option to try to ease into the other ones, they lose every time.
Okay, so I need to go into what this looks like now, right?
Yep, please.
Well, I'm not 100% sure what it looks like. What we're thinking at the moment is we're going to, we usually do a Monday, Friday video on our main channel every week. So we'll do 2 videos a week. And we're thinking we're going to cut down to probably try to get 1 video a week. Now we run promos, we run sponsorship videos every once in a while. So whenever we do have a sponsor that wants to sponsor a video, we'll probably throw that into a second video in whatever week we have that sponsor. So just look for 4 main channel videos a week is what we're going to go down to, and then just a random little pop-up of a second video in one particular week if we get a sponsor for one of those videos. And then on this channel that you're watching right now, our second channel, which still blows me away that a lot of people don't know that we have 2 different channels. So we get hundreds of thousands of views on some of these live streams that we do and some of these little videos that we do on the second channel. And we only have like 30,000 subs. So you probably don't know that you're not subbed to this channel. So go ahead and just hit sub. But what I do like and does take a lot of effort for us are these live streams. So, I mean, there's a chance that we usually do about 2 live streams a week. Maybe we'll take it up 1 more just if I feel like talking to you guys 1 extra time, because I don't feel like there's enough content coming out for you, but probably we're still going to, while we're moving, at least keep it on the safe side and just say, okay, you're going to get two live streams from us on a weekly basis, and then whatever else that we can get to, it's just going to be a bonus. But we do want to leave my time open to be able to try something different. One thing I would really love to do, and I don't know even what it looks like, but eventually it'd be nice to have like a small business channel, because even more so than the car market, my wife and I are more experts on small business than we are even the car market, because we have lived it over the last 13 years. Sound like you're about to say something.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't know if I would use the word expert, but you can
No,
say.
we've failed enough to make us experts at this point. Absolutely. All right, let's answer some questions. I got a little time.
Okay, you did say before this started that you're going to pick them. I can if
Oh,
you want. So,
you're absolutely right. You're
what was
absolutely
that?
right.
What was that?
Yeah, you're right. You put out more content than most full-time YouTubers. You got a business to run and a family. This is exactly what I was just talking about. And we do put out a lot of content. What we're doing right now is 2 main channel videos. We're doing 2 live streams, and then the occasional 3rd video on the 2nd channel. So that's 5. That's 5. That's 5 videos. That's 5 times you're seeing my face a week. That's too much, right? That's too much. Is that too much? My wife sees my face more than 5 times a week, and I think that's too much.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes when
Um,
you're doing the videos, I see you less, so it's really kind of hard for me to answer that one.
There we go. Yeah. So she needs to see me more. So we have to do less videos. What's funny? So early on in our YouTube, when I was really trying to grow the channel, just like YouTube, and that's it, nothing else. It's YouTube. There were like 2 weeks. My wife almost killed me. Those 2 weeks, I was either doing 6 or 7 videos a week. It was I was literally filming during the day, coming home, editing, and then going to sleep. And then the next day, getting up, filming, coming home, editing, then going to sleep. And
It gets
it
grumpy.
was too much. Yeah, and I got laser focused on growing the channel during that time. It was good for the channel, bad for everything else in my life. But that only lasted like 2 weeks, and then we cut back to I think 4 videos a week. And that was still, even to do full film videos, edit everything, that was still too much. So we found a happy medium with what we have right now, but now we're adding new stuff. So all right, Dean has been watching us for a very long time. Love to see a lot of people that have been here since almost the beginning. It's just fantastic to see and get that interaction with you guys. I would be happy if you just posted auction day videos once a week. That was what got me hooked on your content. These lives are just a bonus, so don't step too far back, please. So one thing that's interesting about the auction videos, those are the ones that we get the comments on the most, that say, okay, bro, you just did this video. Like we're showing the car market, and we're showing real-time prices, we're showing the auction. And we get so many comments saying, "Oh, you just did this video. You just did this video." Well, yeah, it's an auction video. This is showing the stuff in real time. This is what kind of can get to me and gives me that little, like, right before burnout stage that I can feel, is like, okay, I'm a car market channel. I'm showing you auction prices. You want me to do a different, like, what do you want me to do? You want me to talk about baseball, or you want me to talk about the car market? It's just same video. So the repetitiveness, I get it, of the auction videos for people who are not here to see real-time prices and seeing what's going on at the auctions. I get it. It's just those comments wear on me, and I know it's getting on me. I know I can feel it every time I read one of them. But every time I see a viewer in public, when somebody comes up to me or somebody drops by our shop because they just recognize the shop from our videos or whatever, they come up to me at an auction. I get people that have come up to me in the mall and recognize me, say, Brandon, I love your videos. I always ask, okay, what are your favorite? Because I'm always trying to find out what my audience wants. What are your favorite types of videos to watch? And it's always the same. It's always auction videos. That's my favorite. I like to watch the auction videos. But like I was going back to, the auction videos are the ones that people seem like they don't like the most in the comments. And that's what I don't understand. So Dean, we're probably, the auction videos are probably the ones that are going to get pulled back on more than the market update videos, just because, I mean, the market update videos, when we're talking about Stellantis, what they're going through, or give like a Toyota update, or showing any kind of update that's happening in the market, talking about repossessions, things like that, those videos always do better than the auction videos as far as viewership. And I know that there is a segment of our audience that would watch the auction video every single day. If I put out a new auction video every single day, they're going to watch it. But as you get to that next audience out, the auction videos are not really what they want to watch. So we're still absolutely going to do the auction videos. We want to, but just from a view standpoint, that tells me that's the feedback that I get. I get from the views saying, okay, more people want to watch this kind of video, and our auction videos, not all the time, but most, I'd say 80% of the time, are going to underperform or just generic car market update kind of videos. And so I think the where we're going to pull back on a little bit is going to be more heavily leaned onto the auction video side. They're not going away though. They're not going away. We're still going to do them. It's just going to be less of them. All right. I blame those expensive cars you just bought. Yep. That's part of the problem right there. Vacation. Yes, I need a vacation. Don't have time for a vacation. Any YouTube channel recommendations for dealership owners? Yeah, since I am going to pull back, so you need for those of you who want to watch me every single day, you're going to need something else to watch. Ray and Zach, they put out video after video after video every single day. They have at least one. So if you need your car market fix, they're a good place to go. A new channel that I have really enjoyed myself, I don't say it's necessarily for dealership owners, but is Delivered. And it's Delivered without the last two E's. The creator is named Tommy, and he does live negotiations, and he does like a live stream like almost every day where he's calling these dealerships and negotiating these cars. I think it is fantastic. I'm hooked on that right now, and it's rare that I'm not in one of those live streams just watching it. Who else can we watch? I mean, Craig will show you some of the auction stuff from Flying Wheels. Lucky Lopez is another one that will talk about some of the behind the scenes stuff on at the auctions. There's a lot of like Copart and insurance auction channels out there. I can't think of any that come to mind right now, but I know when I search for auction stuff, there's just tons of them out there. So if you're looking for more auction stuff, you can literally just go into YouTube and type in used car dealer auction and just scroll past all of our videos. And then after that, you'll see a bunch of other creators that are doing that. All right. What have I missed in this? Is there any other questions that people want me to answer that are very, very important right now? Baby, you've been looking in the chat. What do you got?
I mean, really just lots of discussion, lots of support, which really means a lot. I mean, I know you see this guy's face on the screen all the time, but he's an actual person, actual husband, actual dad, actual brother, son, business owner guy. And so it's nice to be able to feel like a human being on it too, because that can get very lost with so many comments and so many different things coming in, and lots of negative ones. So you just kind of have to learn to roll with whatever and learn and, grow. But
yeah, here we go. Speaking of negative, yeah, Wall Street Cowboy taking a step back on clickbait. Yep, we talked about clickbait a little bit earlier in this one, so you can go back to it and know that Wall Street Cowboy, you are the problem. It's not me. It's you that are the problem.
That's not actual information. So anyway, I think that we're not going away. There's going to be some other things going on. Still doing live, still doing a video every week, and we'll have other things coming. And when it makes sense, when there are more topics that it makes sense to make videos on, or we start adding in another direction, we've got other projects coming and things like that. That's still all still going to be out there. It's just going to be a little bit less for a little while we get our bearings with a lot that's changing right now.
Yeah, and we can do an update on this in about a month and a half, 2 months maybe, and then we'll reassess what our schedule is going to look like. But going forward, just know there's going to be less. I'm still gonna do content, but there's just going to be less of it. And I just want to thank you, everyone that's watching this, and everyone that will watch this, and watching our main channel, watching this channel. From, the last year and a half. Thank you so much. Our lives have been changed because of what you guys have dedicated time just to clicking on stupid videos. And I'm getting a little emotional now, so we're going to get off here very
Oh,
quick. Just want to thank you so much for changing our lives. We've been able to hire some people because of you. So you've changed not only my life, my wife's life, and my son's life, but also other people that we have surrounding us too. And we just want to thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. Like I said, we're not going anywhere. We're just doing less. And thank you guys for watching this. And I hope you have a great rest of your day.